Welcome back to Brother Main's Sudoku. I am Theta, and it's a lovely opportunity. Let's say that. It's a lovely opportunity or privilege to have you viewing this Sudoku challenge today. I want to start by speaking love and light and positivity and goodness into every area of your life. I just want to, say that I hope that you're well in your mind, your spirit, your body, and your soul, and that you're not being too overwhelmed by life's trials and tribulations, that you're overcoming obstacles, that you're jumping hurdles, and you're finding success and achievement in your endeavors. This is a medium puzzle that we have for today, so not going to be too challenging. Going to be on the easier side of things. We're going to take things a little easy with this puzzle, but it's still a learning experience, especially for you guys who are absolutely new to the idea of Sudoku. I am going to take some time. This is a medium puzzle. It's one of the preliminary medium puzzles on my channel to explain what a Sudoku is in general, how it's solved, and then we're going to talk about some features that this particular app does offer that, kind of stick out and make it different from the rest. So again, this is a medium puzzle. This is the Sudoku app offered on the Google Play Store for sure. I do believe it's on the iOS Store as well. It's by Beetle Studio, and it has a 4.5 rating, 50 million plus downloads, so very popular. One of the main features that it does offer is that it will highlight the block. If you place the wrong digit in a block, it will highlight in red, and you will accrue a mistake here in the top left-hand corner. So it's kind of an uncanny Sudoku experience, just a little bit. It offers the opportunity for probability-based strategy, which we might get into, probably not on this medium puzzle, but it offers that uncanny approach if you want that. If you're looking for more of the typical Sudoku experience, I do understand that. Check out this YouTube channel, Sharp Cookie. Her name is Sharp Cookie. That's what she goes by. She also has a Facebook page that you can follow as well, and she does all sorts of brain puzzles. So there's that aspect too. If you're looking for different kinds of brain puzzles, definitely check her out. But in the descriptions of her Sudoku puzzles in particular, I do believe she shows the link or the description of the particular software that she's using, and it's more of your paper Sudoku experience where you're getting that. You're not getting that highlighting of the numbers and things like that. You're getting that ambiguity throughout the entire puzzle. So that's a great thing. So we're going to go over here to the top right-hand corner. We're going to click this little icon. That's going to show us an array of settings, more features that this particular app offers. Now, how to play, right here, you see that with the little arrow here. If you click that, that's going to complement any of the information that I tell you about, Sudoku, how a Sudoku puzzle is solved and everything like that, which when I go back to the main screen, I will tell you about that. You also have the audio effect here. If you like the click on the block when you select it, that nice click sound, I do like it, so I keep it toggled on. The vibration if you're on mobile, notification if you like the puzzle of the day, reminder and things like that. Timer, which for the sake of the enjoyment of this channel, I do keep it toggled on, but I just don't, keep it in the highest regard. That being said, I just use it for curiosity's sake to see how long I'm taking on a specific puzzle. Like this medium puzzle probably won't take that long today. It's probably be a shorter video for you guys. One of the main features I do take a look at and I toggle off is the mistakes limit. Now you see, typically when this is toggled on, you lose the game, you forfeit your points, you forfeit your win streak if you make 3 mistakes. So at 3 mistakes, you would forfeit your points, forfeit your win streak. I keep it toggled off, but this is what I do instead. I just look here in the top left corner where they are accrued, and I just keep it in my mind that I want to, stay at 2 mistakes or lower, and I actually go in a preemptive, proactive manner. So I use that to say I have 2 guesses. That's where the probability strategy might come in. 2 guesses I afford myself per puzzle before I know in my mind that I would have lost it. But again, it's not that you would absolutely lose it at 3 mistakes if it's toggled on. It's just you have to watch a 30-second commercial in order to get back there and solve it if you want to just take notes on what you did wrong for future reference. And that'd be another reason why I toggle it off for this channel. I don't want to go to that commercial. So that's totally up to you if you want to do that. But that's your choice. So again, this is a medium puzzle and a Sudoku puzzle. I will tell you now how that is solved and what it is in general. A Sudoku puzzle is a completely numerical puzzle. So you see here it's just numbers, unless you're doing something like the giant puzzles, which introduce alphabet letters. But I'll explain that later when we get to that. This is going to be a typical Sudoku, so just numbers. You see 3 by 3 squares separated by a dark borderline. You see 9 of them. So In each of the 3x3 squares, what you're wanting to do is put the numbers 1 through 9 without repeating, and then you have simultaneous constraints with the rows and the columns, where you're going to want to put the same thing, the 1 through 9 without repeating, for one simultaneous solution for the entire puzzle. Now, if we hop down here, we see a few more features that are offered. We see the hints, where hints are accrued based on your win streak, I do believe. So I have one here based on my win streak, and that'll just tell you, it'll just go ahead. It's like a freebie on a bingo board, or if you're in Espanol, it's gratis, which is, it might be gratis, which is a great thing. So that's a hint here. You can use that. I for medium puzzle, I'm definitely not going to use that. Or for the harder puzzles, expert, extreme, I say that for a last ditch effort. Bear in mind, if you are absolutely new to Sudoku, don't feel bad if you might have to use this hint. Of course, they've included it in the game, so if you need to use that hint, go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? And just as, while you're learning. But if you're doing some of the harder puzzles, if you're more of a seasoned person at Sudoku, then definitely stave this off to the end, like I do, because there's some strategy you can employ that makes this, null and void. Next to you'll see the pencil, which is, like in your typical paper Sudoku experience, you can use a pencil to, I'll show you. For example, you can use your pencil to come to this block, maybe, and put a potential 7, let's say, and that will just, annotate that a 7 is a potential solution for this box without asserting that it is the actual solution for this block. So we're going to go ahead and take the 7 out. Just did want to do that to show you. You can do that for as many blocks as you want. Typically next to it, but that's going to be for I believe expert and extreme. You have something called a speed or a fast pencil. We're not seeing that here because it's a medium puzzle. So what the computer is saying, you shouldn't need it. But the speed pencil will auto-populate just all of the potential solutions. So you will see that when on my expert or extreme puzzle challenges. So check those out if you want to see how that works. So without further ado, we're going to hop in and see if we can get the solution, and should be a quick one. So let's do this. First thing you're going to want to do when you're solving is to look where you have the fewest boxes missing. It's probably going to be this middle row right here when you see only 2 boxes missing. And then for these 3x3 squares, we see 2 boxes missing here. We can jump here. So we're going to stay in this bottom region for now. We see a lot of pre-filled in boxes. You're going to want to slow down and determine first, after you do that, what are you missing here, right? So we know it's a 2 and a 9 from this row. And of course, they can't repeat in the 3x3 boxes in the rows and the columns like we said. So we see this 2 here, right? We know we're missing a 2, but a 2 cannot then go in this box, so that negates this block or box. If we say blocks on this channel, so you'll hear me interchange this. A 2 cannot go in this block, so we know a 2 must go here, and that's going to be correct. And you see how that works. So it highlights it blue, it's correct. When it will highlight red if you put the wrong digit in here, which I might do on some of the harder puzzles. It's probably not going to happen on this one, so just bear with me on that. I'm not a perfect person. I'm learning some strategies too, especially on the harder puzzles, just right alongside you guys. So it's a dual thing. So I do appreciate you joining me on that learning excursion. Let's do this. Where that's going to be a 9 right here. Then we know that we're missing then 2 from this 3x3 square as well as this column. Now you'll see this often as well, where it's the same digits missing from a column or a row in a 3x3 square, which kind of helps you. It helps you if you can solve this out. This is going to then just leave the 1 box here. So we know it's a 7 and a 3. Doesn't look like we have too much information, but it's also a 7-3 here. So this is where you can get in here if you wanted. You don't need to do it, but just for example's sake, you have something, especially in the harder puzzles, where you can place a pair in here. This just marks that we know it's a 3-7 pair, and you can use this in a few different ways. We know then it's a 3-7 pair in here, but we use it then to. It just showed you how we could use that. We know it's a 3-7 pair here, and because it's the same here, it's a 3-7 pair, but a 7 cannot go in this block. So we can do this, right? Take 3 back out and go ahead and turn it off. Actually, no, we can, but we know it's a 3 here, and then it's going to be a 7 here, which if this was a kind of like a vice versa situation, then it's of course going to leave a 3 here, which that was. So then we probably we just hop to this bottom row. That's the next place I'd go, and I know then it's a 1 and a 2 missing, kind of the same situation. I'm going to then place the 2 here because this 2 is already here, which negates this block, and this is just going to be a vice versa situation with that. So I do hope that you guys are getting used to the lingo as well. Those of you who are my returning viewers, you'll hear me say vice versa, spin the block, things like that. Just keep it live and upbeat, but vice versa situation where it's kind of just an opposite placement. So we're just going to place a 9 in this block. We then have the 1 right here. That's going to be the only thing missing from that row, and you see that nice, beautiful animation on the row as well as the 3x3 box to finish it out. All right, we're going to then, you can go several places, but the next place I think is going to be right here, just because I see that it says 7, it looks like, and a 5 missing. We can use our pencil if we'd like. This helps us out a little bit, just to place the 5-7 pair to know that in these 2 blocks, it's a 5-7 pair. Now, how that works as well is we can then say, we know that these 2 blocks must be a 5 or a 7, so then what are then the rest of the blocks maybe in this 3x3 square, right? So what else are we missing? We know we're missing a 1. We know we're missing a 2. We know we're missing a 3. We know we're missing, it looks like we're missing a lot, but if you notice, this is how this can work out in your advantage, having the pairs marked. So if this is a 7-5 pair in these 2 blocks, and the 2's crosshatch, it looks like here, then doesn't this have to be 2? And that's correct. We negated these 2 blocks, if you follow the logic, because these have to be either 7 or 5 in either of these 2 blocks. Then we have the crosshatch of the 2's to get these gone, and this 2 to get this one. So then the 2 must be in that block right there. And you'll get that situation a lot, but that's why you want to have your pairs marked off. All right, so as we continue around, we're going to leave this marked at the 7-5 pair. We're then going to maybe hop over, see what else we can do here. I'm just looking for, bear with me. Sometimes it doesn't jump out. I mean, the 2 is definitely crosshatch here, and that's crosshatching is the strategy you use. I should have maybe explained that before. A crosshatch is meaning, of course, because since it can't repeat in the rows and columns, then these 4 blocks are negated, and we can put the 2 right there. We can then continue with the crosshatch and place the 7 right here. We then know that we're missing the 3, the 4, and the 6. Right, so we just don't have enough information yet. You can mark it if you want to as well, and that'll help you. You know what I mean? That'll help you as well. We know the 3, the 4, and the 6 have to go here, right? And that'll help you as well. But we're not going to do that just yet. We then see this middle row here, and we have a peculiar situation. We are missing the 9. The 9 here is going to nullify this block, and the 9 here is going to nullify this block, as well as the 9 here is going to nullify this block, so that we know the 9 must go here. We can then almost jump the gun, and I might do that sometimes. So, we do see a crosshatch of the 2's here, right? And then here, so then this must be 2. Every little bit counts, so it might seem like it's not a lot, but every little bit counts. You then get a 6 crosshatch here, it looks like. I probably should have seen that earlier, where it fully crosses hatches to place your 6 right there, and hopefully you're following. I do hope you're following the logic. Get in the comments if I move too fast at times on certain puzzles. I do understand. We're then just looking at maybe the, looks like the 8, the 3, and the 6. The 6, of course, cannot go here. The 8 for this row cannot go here or here, so then we know that this is 8. We're just looking for the 6 and 3 right now. We don't have enough information. But I do believe we now have enough information to looking for, looks like we can do a 9-8 pair. But we actually have a full crosshatch on the 9. So before we do that, we have a full crosshatch on the 9. Full crosshatch is where it just leaves one block for a particular digit. So you heard me say that too. This 9, of course, here. This 9 takes away these, and then this 9 takes away that last one. So this must be 9. Looks like we have then another full crosshatch here to place a 9 right here. Which definitely helps us out. We're then missing the 3, 5, and 8. The 8 then must go here. We're then missing the 3 and the 5. Then it's a vice versa situation. Hopefully you'll follow the logic on that. I do need to pick up the pace a little bit, so bear with me. This is going to be kind of a vice versa situation where the 7 goes in the opposite spot of that 7, and then we get the 6 here. Then we were looking for the 3, the 4, and the 6 here. We do it now. A crosshatch on the 6 place your 6 in the top here. Then we can do kind of a vice versa situation. It's a full vice versa situation on the 4 and the 3. So if you see that, we're going to just place the opposite. So we're going to place 3 and the 4. Then we have the 5, and then it's going to be the 5 and the 1. We just have the 5 here, so we can just opposite the 1, the 5. And then we have 1 digit left here to get our beautiful animation. You know, beautiful animation. Yeah, then 1 digit missing here. That's going to be our 8. You know that 3 digits specifically must go in here, so you can mark them if you want to get used to marking things. It's going to be, we can go ahead and practice doing that, because you'll see that on the more difficult puzzles. So we can get into that practice where we just want to mark that we are missing the 3, the 5, and the 7. Of course, we cannot put a 3 here, so it's going to be the 5 and the 7. Of course, then the 3 and the 5 can go here, but not the 7. And then right here we have all 3, I believe, that can go here. But we know that. And this is one way you can use that too. If we know it's the 3, 5, and the 7 that must go here to complete this column, and simultaneously then in this, right, in this 3x3 square, what we'd ask yourself, what else is missing here? We know 7 or a 5 must go here, 3 or 5 must go here, and the 7, 5, and 3. So we know basically what goes in here. We're missing the 4 and the 1. So then we know that this is then 1, and we know then that this is then 4, right? So you can use it in that manner as well. You want to get used to that as well. That then helps us if we want to crosshatch the 4s, to place the 4 right here. We then have a 7, 5 pair right here. So then what is the only other thing that's missing? It's going to be the 1. And then we get our beautiful autocomplete, which, you know, the computer just computes that you've solved enough of the blocks. We're going to finish out the rest. We're in that autocomplete. It's going to take care of the rest for us. We're going to have beautiful animation on the whole entire puzzle. And that's a wonderful thing. Now at the end of the puzzle, I do want to take some time to explain a few things, not in too much detail. Check out my other videos on this channel to get the full detail on what I typically explain here. But yeah, I am a writer. My name is Theta. Again, I am a writer, an aspiring screenwriter, and I'm working on a couple of projects right now. The first one of which is called Brother Main. It's a screenwriting project. The second one of which is just a main writing project of about a 1,000-page academic text called The Method for Curriculum Conducting the Conscious. The full information on both of those projects will be in an introductory video you can find on my main channel, Brother Main 777. If you nip over there, I do ask that you do that as my viewer. I do hold you guys in the highest regard. So I would appreciate you guys taking the time to go do that. Maybe like, hit the notification, subscribe on that channel, because I'm building that channel as well. But you will see my handles pop here up here, and you probably already saw them. I will say that this channel, as well as that channel, I do also have the Brother Main podcast. You're seeing that handle here on Podbean. Check that out as well. All of those platforms, everything that I do in general right now is being substantiated by donations and contributions from viewers like you. So if you are ever so moved, if you enjoy this channel and you enjoy my podcast, you enjoy things like that, you want to see them continue, flourish, and thrive, please make a donation today. Everything does help. That being said, it's not mandatory, of course, if you're able to watch this however you are on any platform. But I'm a God-fearing person. I'm a kind, open, loving person. I know there are other people out there like me. So if you enjoy this channel and you enjoy those things, please make a donation and contribution today. Please also swing by my crowdfunding. That's GoFundMe, Indiegogo, and even if you don't make a donation or contribution there, the introductory video is on both of those platforms as well. You can just search your Brother Man. Even if you don't make a donation or contribution there, please, spread that around in your network. Friends, family, acquaintances, co-workers. You never know who knows somebody else. So in the media, entertainment, and writing industries, it's all about networking who you know to get your project in front of the right person. So I do appreciate you guys checking those things out. I also have my submissions, my one sheet, my TV pitch for the screenwriting project, and my pilot episode up on Coverfly and Free Filmway. If you're not familiar with those platforms, just do a little research. You can find out what those platforms are. If you're an industry professional who already is on all those platforms, my full profile is there for viewing. I also have my contact information, email, and phone number on that introductory video again on my main channel. So also get in the comments with what kind of puzzles you guys are wanting to see more of, how you're enjoying the channel. If I'm just too much of a silly goose, I understand that. Not really. I'm going to continue to be every silly goose. But please let me know how I'm doing, how you enjoy the channel. Hit the likes, subscribe, and notification buttons, and I will definitely see you lovely people in the next one. Take care.